Good morning! Are you guys sick of me saying that yet? Good morning! What's going on? Hi. I'll wait for some people to kind of hop on a little bit. Man, this morning though, it's hard getting up this morning. I was tired. I was tired this morning. I know, I'm a little late too. What is it, 7:04 to 7? I'm like 7 minutes late. 7 midgets late. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. So, for those of you that do not watch my live videos 4 times a week, I've been doing Motivational Monday for, I don't know, I think 10 weeks or something like that at this point. Like, guys, that's crazy. We've been doing this for a while. I almost have 40 videos on YouTube, you guys. It's crazy. So, I always recap because there is some of you that do not, are not able. Good morning, John. Good morning, the other John, too. Good morning, all my Johns. But so I always recap because there is some of you that have not been on my lives before or have never caught a Motivational Monday or anything like that. So just so you know what we have talked about, I always like to recap in the beginning, and then you can always go to my Facebook page or YouTube, and you can find the other Motivational Mondays there if you want to obviously look at the other videos. So the first video that we ever did was holding yourself accountable. Then we did believing in yourself. Then we did understanding your why, which is really big. I always say that because your why and why you're doing the things you're doing is just extremely important. The other one was believing you can succeed and you will. The fifth was curing yourself from excuse-itis. So stop making excuses when you know you can get things done. Stop looking for reasons out of it and just actually do it. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but we all make excuses, me included. So that was about talking about that. Then we did building confidence and destroying fear. 7 was how to think big. 8 was how to think and dream creatively. And then last Monday was, let's see, you are what you think you are. Okay, so this Monday is about managing your environment, okay? And I think this is I seriously, and I say this every time, what did John say? Good morning, just starting the work day 2 in the home office, got a bad case of the Monday, shake it off. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, John, I can do that. So managing your environment, this is huge, you guys. And I feel and I've said this every Monday, and you guys are probably like, Kat, oh my God, shut up. But I feel like every chapter that I'm going through in this book is perfect timing for what's actually going on in our world. It's crazy. Last week talking about you are what you think you are, you are good, you are better, you're not, something bad. You know what I mean? There's so many bigger things because I think people are so stuck in the house and stuff like that. So it's like you are what you think you are. So think that you're creative. Think that you can do this. Think that you can do that. Da-da-da-da-da. I thought that was so cool. And then even the week before, how to think and dream creatively. I know we always want to think and dream creatively anyway, but thinking about the fact that we're all stuck inside and now it's talking about that, I just thought each chapter is almost just hitting the week spot on, and I just think that's so awesome. So anyway, manage your environment. That is huge, you guys. You can even, in a visual kind of mindset, if you like to look at things like that, which I do. I love being more of a visual person. I think the majority of us are. But your environment, okay? So remember when we were all in grade school or middle school or high school or college or whatever. And not saying that all of us hung out with bad people. I had some great people in my life, and I also had some crazy people in my life too, as far as friends are concerned, or even family members, whatever. But it's do you remember when you hung out with the bad crew and how you knew you were probably doing something bad, but you wanted to fit in and be cool and da-da-da, so you just did it, or you were around and maybe you didn't do anything, but you still were around to see it or watch it or maybe be a part of it in some way, whatever. I'm just kind of making an example here, you guys. And then whenever you were with the more like, not so crazy, maybe not always getting into the bad stuff, more of the good stuff type of friends. So it's like you have the good, it's like kind of like the angel and the devil. You have the good people on one side and the bad misfits on the other, So you always knew which one, like, okay, I know I'm probably going to get in trouble with the bad people and I'll probably be okay with the good people. Not saying, again, that any of these people are bad or anything, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Your environment is huge. So when you're hanging out with people that, like, let's say, for example, we all know that, let's say people that are like selling drugs or something, it's like, okay, am I going to get in trouble with these people that are selling drugs, or am I going to get in trouble with these people that are going to school? Not saying that people that, sell drugs can't go to school, but I'm just like, again, options. You guys know I'm not judgmental or anything like that. So it's like, do you know which one you're going to get in more trouble with? You're probably going to get in the more trouble with the people that are actually doing drugs and getting themselves into situations that probably aren't good, et cetera, et cetera. Instead of if you go, if you're in school, you're studying, you're doing whatever, you're kind of on the other side, right? So it's just like that in kind of a visual way. We've all hung around the wrong people before. We've all learned from our mistakes, at least I hope so, and gone from there. But that's why managing your environment is so, so important. So your mind is like an amazing mechanism. We all know that, okay? Our mind is the most important thing on our body. It transfers everything through. We think, all of our emotions, all of our, everything is controlled through the mind. And it's also the most delicate and most sensitive part of your body too, because it can hurt a lot faster than something else. Like, yes, you could hit somebody and you're like, oh, that hurt. You know what I mean? But your mind though already grabbed it and was like, okay, that's gonna hurt, so it's like it's a sensitive and it's a delicate piece of your body. So I'm gonna turn this down just a little. Okay. Also, you are the product of your environment. So people say, oh, whenever you yes, John, but people say that, oh, whenever you hang out with certain people, like people are going to think you're the same type of person. Well, okay, I can totally understand that. I agree with that and I don't agree with that, because I've been friends with a lot of people for a pretty long time, and I'm not like some of them. So I get why people say like, oh, you are who you hang out with. You are the product of your environment. Good morning, Jamie. I have all my J's on here. Jamie and my 2 Johns and all the J's. Good morning. But so like I was saying, I agree with that and I don't agree with that, because I do think that you can still be friends with people and not make the same decisions as them and still love them and care about them, et cetera, et cetera. But then I also know that there is sometimes when you are around a certain group of people and you may act different or you may not be the same person or whatever. Like, I get why people say that you are who you hang out with, you are the product of your environment. I get it, but in some ways I don't necessarily agree, but that's just my opinion, right? Best letter ever. Jamie, what letter? Look, I'm confused. I'm like, huh? Looking like I don't even know. Okay. Let's see. So so this is a really, really good one. Don't mind my coffee pot. The person you are today affects you tomorrow, right? So when you make a decision today, it's going to affect you in the long run. It may affect you tomorrow. It may affect you a week from now or 2 weeks from now or a year or 3 years or whatever. But normally whatever you do today is going to affect you tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, best letter ever. Like, yeah. Okay, Jamie. Okay, I got it. Hello, I'm like, dude, being retarded over here. Okay, so let's see. Oh, good morning, Miss Cassie. Good morning. I know, Jamie. I'm like, what in the world? Okay. Don't mind me. It's Monday morning, everybody. Wake up. I think the cat needs to wake up. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I love this saying that, who you are and what you do today affects you tomorrow. And it's so funny because I grew up on this saying. Like, this is like one of my biggest mottos. My mom has told me for years, hey, what you do today affects you tomorrow. If you want to go take that chance to do this, that, or the other thing, go ahead, but you're going to see what the outcome is tomorrow. And it may not be tomorrow. It may not be the next day. It may be 2 years from now, but it's going to come back and either bite you in the ass or it's going to be something that's good for you. So, and my mom has always said, what you do today affects you tomorrow. And it's so, so true. So even with managing your environment, like what this topic is about, if you don't manage your environment today, you don't manage your mind today, you don't manage the people that are around you and what you're doing, there's a lot of things that could happen. Some of it can be really bad. Some of it can be, maybe not so bad. Some of it can be okay. It just depends. But it's all about managing your environment and your brain and who you're with and who you're around, all of that, okay? Pretty much what you associate yourself with. Also, so there's 3 different kinds of people. And some of this may relate to you, some of this may not, you guys. You guys know me. I'm not I don't point fingers at people. I'm not a judgmental type of person. I try to be as relatable as possible. But there is black and white, okay? I am a very gray person. I love my gray and my color, okay? But there is black and white things as well that we just have to remember. But again, this isn't me saying, oh, you're this, blah, 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 blah. No, don't ever take anything I say like that. Okay. So there's 3 different kinds of people, right? So again, this is about managing your environment. This is what this entire live is about. So 1 are those who surrender and just completely give up. They settle. They don't think that they have what it takes. They don't think they're good enough, whatever. So we could take, I don't know, Sally in an office, and she's been working at the same office for 20 years, and she, she just doesn't care. She's like, this is what my life's going to be. I'm never going to be anything better. I don't have what it takes to go higher up in the company, even though I've been here for 20 years. I don't have this. I don't have that. So Sally's completely gived up. Is that even a word? Has completely given up. And just completely settled. She doesn't think that she can go any further. She doesn't think that she's capable. That's one type of person, that they're going to stay where they're at because they don't think that they're good enough or have the knowledge enough to go further, right? And then you have the second type of person, those who have surrendered partially. So they have some hope. They do work. They have some plans. They've maybe been in the business for or relationship, whatever. This could be about anything. I'm just kind of making examples in business form because it's kind of easier to explain that way. Maybe been in the business for 12 years. Okay. So not as long as Sally. Sally was in it for 20 and she's just done. Not saying again that somebody can't be in a job for 20 years and still make it somewhere, but this is just an example. So, let's say the second person is Linda. Okay. So Linda's been at this job. She has some hope. She has some dreams. She maybe have some plans. She's been there for a few years. She works, but to her, it's just not worth it. So she's at a job that she's partially given up on because she doesn't feel like she has these goals, these dreams, these aspirations, whatever, but she just doesn't feel like it's really worth it, So she's just going to kind of, stay where she is, but hope maybe something changes, but doesn't really do anything to make a change. So pretty much is what's the definition of insanity? It's you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting things to change, but they're never going to. So it's it's about that too. So that's the second type of person, right? Then you have the third type of person that never surrenders, that never gives up, always feels like there's somewhere they can go, always has a different dream, always has they're always trying to reach for the stars, right? So there's 3 different kinds of people when you're talking about managing your environment, okay? So the ones that completely surrender and completely give up, don't feel like they have what it takes. Those who partially, they have hope, but they're not going to do anything to get there. And the third, that actually will do anything and everything it takes to get there. And that is huge. What type of person are you? That's something you have to ask yourself. Are you the person that's stuck in, for example, in a job? If you're a person that's stuck in your job and you don't care if you stay in the same position, or maybe that's what you went to school for or whatever, and you're just yep, this is what it is. Cool, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that, but you know you can do better and or get better if you really try. Or are you going to be the one that partially gives up, that has hope, but doesn't really want to do anything to get there? Or are you going to be the one that never surrenders? Are you going to be that 2-3% of people that don't surrender and that actually keep pushing forward for their goals and their dreams and trying to get high in the company, you know what I mean? Or your own business or your own thing? Like, this can go with anything, you guys. This could even go with relationships. Are you going to be Sally, number 1, that gives up on a relationship and doesn't care? Are you going to be Linda, number 2, that partially is like, oh, I'm in the relationship, but you know, it's like, it is what it is. I'm not really going to try much harder. Or are you going to not give up on the relationship and be in it tenfold? Like, you know, this can work towards everything, okay? It's all about managing your environment and what kind of person are you going to be? What do you want out of your environment, okay? Also, let's see. Oh, yeah, even with the third one, let's say, I don't know, her name's Lisa, okay? So even with the third one, like, they just go for it. They live, breathe success. They're at the top of the sales. They do, they want to be like exquisite in what they do. They want to get to the top of the food chain. Like, there's so many different things that go with that third one that could really change a lot about your environment or your life or your person, your mind, your positivity, all the things, okay? Then the people that tell you you can't, or the people that tell you it can't be done, almost always are unsuccessful people. Sorry, I'm having low connection. Okay, there we go. The people that tell you that it can't be done almost always are the people that are unsuccessful. They are, there we go. They are average. They are, what is going on with this light here? There we go. Which average is fine. There's nothing wrong with average, but some of them, obviously have like mediocre lives and they're trying to tell you what to do with yours. Not saying that this is everybody or anything, you guys know. But that's why you have to be very careful about who you have in your life and who you don't. Like, the people you want in your life, you want them to be happy for you. You want them to be proud of you. You want them to, be excited when you succeed and not be bitter or mad or whatever. Like, if the people you're around, when you tell them a happy thing, like, oh, I just got this promotion at my job, or oh my gosh, I just decided to break land on building my home, or oh my gosh, I met this cool chick or cool guy or whatever, and they're like, cool dude, who cares? Those are probably not the best friends that you want, because you want people that are going to be happy for you. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're building a house, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you have that job, or you got up that corporate ladder or whatever. You want to be excited for them. When people feel that excitement, they get excited. But whenever you're the type of friend that's just like, or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, when you're the type of person that's just like, no, whatever, good for you, I don't have anything. It's like, okay, you're a little bitter there. You know what I mean? Like, stop being so bitter. Be happy for somebody else. Like, it's not just about you. If you want to be successful, you can do the same thing. You choose not to. That's not my problem. You know what I mean? Like, you can totally see, and we all know what, like, I'm talking about. Like, we've all seen it in friends. We've seen it in family. We've seen it at jobs. We've seen it, okay? So either way. Also, don't let the negative people ruin your success. Don't let them. Again, manage your environment. Do you want to be around those people that are negative and don't care if you're successful and always just talk down about you and this, that, and the other? Or do you want to be around people that are positive, that want the same things you do, that want to run with you and make it to the top with you, and, or get in that relationship and be in it really together, and not one be slacking and the other one be non-existent? Like, you have a choice here, okay? So don't let the negative people ruin your success. Don't, because they don't deserve it. And the negative people want you to be just as miserable as them. That's why I always, always, always say misery loves company, because anybody that's miserable in their own life wants to bring people with them. Don't let the negative people take you down with them. It's not worth it. Like, it's 100% not worth it. Okay. Just don't bring yourself down to their level is pretty much the best that I can explain it in kind of a little nutshell. Don't listen to the voice of failure. Don't listen to it completely. Like in one of our other chapters, I think it was how to think big or how to build confidence and destroy fears, like 6th or 7th Monday or something like that. Like, don't let the failure in. The moment that you start thinking, I can't do it, or this is too much for me, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm going to fail at this. No, throw that away. Get out. Go. I'll chuck my phone over there, or I'll throw coffee on you guys. Like, don't play with me. Get that out of here. Get that negativity out, okay? Don't let the failure win. Do not let failure win, okay? You are stronger than that. You are better than that. And you look yourself in the face every freaking morning and you tell yourself, I got this. I'm strong. I'm beautiful. Or I'm handsome. Or whatever. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to rock this day. And this is how it's going to be. Da 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 da. And if there's some bumps in the road, that's okay. It's life. Nobody told us that this life was supposed to be easy. Nobody. So go in it and just do what you got to do. It'll be okay. And even if you fail, you guys, which you all know, I hate that word, but even if you fail, it's okay. You then can learn from that mistake, grow from it, and then when you try again, you're not starting over. You're starting from experience. So it's okay, and you're not going to make those same mistakes. So you're going to get farther. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, further. Yeah, you're going to get further than what you did the first time around. And even if you get further and then make another mistake, that's okay. Again, you're learning and it makes you stronger, and then you learn again and you keep going, and then before you know it, you'll be at the top. It maybe will take a couple years, a couple weeks, couple months. You never know. It's all about how much work you want to put in and who is around you in your environment. Are you going to be around people that actually want to see you succeed and help you? Or are you going to stay around people that don't care? That's another way that you can succeed. Go around people that want the same things you do and you'll all get up there together, or stay over here with the people that don't give a shit and want to stay in the same spot they're in, and you're just gonna stay right here. There's not gonna be any of that, so it's like you have a choice, okay? Not saying you have to like stop hanging out with your people or do whatever. You guys know what I mean. It's the point, not the whatever. So don't let people stand in your way. And don't seek advice from people that have no idea what they're talking about. Okay? If you are trying to, let's take another like business example. If you're trying to get to the top of the company, you're trying to get promotion to get to the top, right? Okay, that's fine. Now, are you going to hang out with Joe Schmo over here that's been, doesn't really like his job, doesn't really care about what's going on, doesn't really want to go to the top, it's been in the same place you can even hear the monotone in my voice. Like, oh, Joe Schmo over here, I'm going to get my advice from Joe Schmo. No, probably not. I'm probably going to go over here to, I don't know, let's say Tom, okay? I'm going to go over here to Tom and I'm going to ask him, oh, well, how did you get to where you are? You know what I mean? Because Tom's over here, he's been in the business for 5 years and is already at the top of the company. He's done this, he's done that, he's done this. It's like, associate yourself with the people that have already gotten there, because then they know that it's possible. If you just keep asking advice from people that have no idea what the hell they're talking about, you're never, obviously you can still get to the top, but it's going to take you a hell of a lot longer, so it depends on really what you want to do. You want to stay over here and it take a million friggin' years to get over here? Or do you want to start over here, get your advice, realize it's possible, figure out what you need to do to be in that same position and go up from there? Again, product of your environment, okay? Yeah, just don't talk to he or she that has no idea what they're talking about. Also, you have like your social environment, right? So expand your environment, understand people, have a variety of different people. It's kind of like add spices to your life, add the spices to your life, okay? There's different kinds of people all over the place, you guys. There's so many different kinds of people. It's crazy. Like, even with me, for example, you can take me, I'm a normal person, went to middle school, high school, all the things, and got my GED, met people in college, met people at different jobs, met friends of people of friends, they're everywhere, and everybody's different in their own way, shape, and form. So, and it's crazy the things that you can learn from other people. It's absolutely incredible, really, especially if you have somewhat of the same interests, okay? Even if you learn something new, right? You just add spice to your life. Like, it really does make a difference. You want some friends that are a little crazy and know how to have a good time and let loose. You want some friends that are super successful, that know what it's like to understand the value of a dollar and like work. And then you want those friends that are super caring and loving and kind, and they just have their heart on their sleeve and blah, blah. And then you want your friends that are like parents and, you know, that understand kids. They can help you when you have kids if you don't have any. Or like, there's so many different products, okay? There's so many different spices that you can add to your life, and we're all here. Like, most of us are almost exactly the same. We just maybe think a little differently, look a little differently, whatever, but we can add flavor to each other's lives, and we can all go up together, up together, okay? So just think about that. But understand, people, expand your friendships, expand your environment. Select different friends, okay? Have a go first class attitude. I love that. Okay. Do you want to be in coach or do you want to be in first class? Like, have that attitude, have that, I got this, we're going to make it, this is going to be okay, whatever attitude, okay? Not the, oh man, I'm going to fail and this is going to be terrible and da-da-da-da-da. Have a different type of attitude, okay? It's all about how you think. Have that first class attitude. Let me see here. So going first class, let's see. Okay, so actually having a first class attitude is going to pay off a lot better than having like a negative attitude, okay? You know how people say you get what you pay for? You know, if it is $1, you're gonna get what it's worth, okay? If it's $100, you're gonna get what it's worth. So actually having a first class attitude, which would be quote unquote the $100, you're actually gonna save more money and you're gonna save more time. So if we're talking about buying something, you're gonna save more money because if you buy the more expensive, you get what you pay for. So it's probably gonna be better than the $1 one, right? So you won't have to buy so much of whatever that thing is again because you spent the money you should on the good stuff, so you don't have to keep buying all the bad stuff all the time. Or same with business, okay? Or relationships. If you have a first class attitude and you go in it strong and whatever, it's gonna be a totally different outcome than if you just don't care and go from there. You're gonna spend a lot more time, a lot more money, a lot more effort, or you can go first class and have a first class mindset, first class attitude, pay what you should pay to get what you need to get, or, you know, as far as like if you were buying something, or do what you need to do to be in that relationship or that, you know, whatever. This can go towards anything, you guys, okay? So, but yeah, it's just gonna save you so much time, so much money, so much patience. Like, it's just a totally different ball game, right? Even whenever you like go on a diet. Like, we could even take that. Good morning, Miss Brittany. You could, even when you go on a diet, okay? Well, if you want to go on a diet, that's great. Like, awesome. Let's do that, okay? But if then you turn around the next day and you start eating cheeseburgers all day long, well, okay, that kind of defeated the whole purpose of, you know, going on a diet. And then it'd be the same thing like, you know, you get what you pay for. So if you want to go on a diet and you want to go grab cheeseburgers all day, well, the cheeseburgers are going to not do what you want it to do. They may only be $6, but you're not doing anything. Now, if you go spend $20 at the grocery store on maybe some fish or some chicken with some salad or da-da-da, you may spend some more money, but the outcome's going to be way better. So again, it's like you kind of get what you pay for. You're a product of your environment. It can work both ways. So the choice is yours, okay? If you want to get to certain places, you need to start thinking that way. Success, your life, your relationships, all of that. Like, managing your environment goes with all of it, you guys. It can go towards anything. And that's why I love this book so freaking much, because it's not just about business or relationships or whatever. It can work towards anything, okay? It's huge. It's all about the magic of thinking big. And the chapters in this are incredible. It really does open up your mind, and you're like, holy crap, I didn't even think about it like that. Or wait, I have been doing that lately. Or it just makes you think, okay? So even with this topic, managing your manage your environment and go first class, that's what I'm talking about. When you set your standards high, you think high. Even if you fail, you guys, it's okay. It's okay to not win the first time. It's okay to fail. Those failures build strength. And it also gets you out of your comfort zone. It gets you out, okay? So that way you're not as afraid to do something new later, or you're not as scared to take that step because you're like, you know what? I've messed up before and I was fine. I learned from it, I grew from it, and I went on. And look where I am now. You know what I mean? It's all about your thinking. It's all about your mindset. It's all about who you hang out with. What you're doing at your jobs or your relationship or whatever. It all goes hand in hand. Everything you do today affects you tomorrow. And it may not be tomorrow, but it will affect you at some point. Could be good, could be bad. You never know. What are you doing? What are you doing today that could affect you tomorrow? Think about it, right? So make your environment work for you, not against you, okay? That even goes with the small things. Let your environment work for you. Also, learn how to go with the flow and take it easy and let some water run off your back and da-da-da-da-da. It, again, goes hand in hand. Let your environment work for you and not against you. Don't let misery define you. Don't get advice from people that don't understand success. Even if you want to be successful, don't take advice from somebody that has no idea what they're talking about. So this is kind of just like a recap, you guys. So make your environment work for you, even with the small things. Don't let it work against you. Don't let misery define you. So do not let failure ruin your success. Don't let other people ruin your success. If you know that you can go somewhere and you can do something, do it. We're all put on this planet for a reason, okay? And we all have purpose. I heard that girl say that one time. We carry purpose on our back. And I thought that was just awesome. I'm like, what a great, little saying. So don't let misery define you. Get advice from successful people. So if that's the route you want to go, or maybe a relationship expert or this, that, or that, whichever route we're talking about, whether it's business, friendships, relationships, marriages, da-da-da-da-da, okay? Get advice from people that actually know what they're talking about or are successful in that environment. Because they've already been there, they know it's possible. People that have never been there, never gotten that far, they don't think it's possible, so you're not going to get the same advice. Mentally shine. So have sunshine in your brain. That's being positive. That's having a good attitude. That's being fun and showing people you care and having this emotion about it. Being positive is so much better than being negative, and you can ask anybody that question. We all know that. It's just about using it. And add sunshine to new groups of people. So when we all get out of this and we're all out of quarantine and we all go back to work, or back to school or this, that, or the other, maybe talk to some people you never talked to before. Change your environment up. Change your clique up a little bit. Add sunshine and value and light into other people's lives. We all need it. And hey, you may say something to somebody one day that will change their life. You never know. But if you don't ever talk to different people, you may not ever get that opportunity to change somebody's life. So it's really all about what you want to do. You do have to, you have to let your environment work for you, okay? Like the first part said. Also, no gossip. Get that out of here. No gossip, no negativity, just positive, okay? I know we all have our bad days. I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but let positivity shine through instead of negativity. And then really last but certainly not least, go first class in everything you do. Everything you do, go first class. Why not? Why not? And really that That right there is pretty much my quote for today. Like, is go first class in everything you do. You deserve it. You deserve to be in first class. So do that, okay? So that's just a recap, you guys. You know, manage your environment, go first class, let your environment work for you, but also get out of your comfort zone and, you know, don't make excuses and don't let failure ruin your success, or, you know, and don't be the people that just completely surrender and give up. Don't be those type of people. Be the people that people want. Be the people that people want to be around, the positive people, and then it makes you happy. That's why I even said, like, let your environment work for you. Like, yes, I know not all of us are happy, perky, blah, 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 all the time. You know, I'm not either, and that's okay. You have to let your environment work for you. But also, when you are around people, let them remember you as that light. Let them remember you as, oh my gosh, that girl's super positive, or that guy is really nice and awesome. Like, what a great attitude. Like, like, let them remember you in that way. Like, that sticks out to people. Positivity and support and being there for people, that works, okay? Being bitter and negative and nasty and rude and you know, miserable, that does not work. People do not want to be around you, okay? So be that light, be that happiness in somebody's life, because you never know, just even being positive to somebody could change their life. They may have negativity around them all the time. And then you come in and you're this light of positivity, and they're like, oh my God. They may at first be like, what the hell is this lady? But then they're going to be like, you know what? That was exciting. Like, that was nice to be around somebody that has like happiness in their life and is positive and like wants to be successful or grow or da-da-da-da-da. Like, I'm so used to being around these negative people. You know, it's like you could seriously change somebody's life. And what did John say? I've never seen you not perky, LOL. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, John's known me since, oh my gosh, I think 16 or something like that. And yes, he's seen my crazy moments too. But he knows for the most part I've always been a very positive person. I've always been a go-getter. I always want the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, once I get there, once I set a goal, I get there. Okay. It may take me a couple years. It may take me a couple months, weeks, days. I don't know. It depends on what the goal is, what I'm trying to reach, but I get there. And when I get there, I bring people with me. Okay. It's not like I'm just like, oh, you know, all my friends get out. No, or all my family or business relationships or da-da-da-da-da. No, I take people with me, and I want everybody to grow together. I want to be in this together. It's lonely at the top, and I have never even made it to the top yet. So I've maybe made it to the top of my own little tiny mountains, working my way all the way up to the top. But it's like, I don't want to be at the top by myself. That's lonely, okay? I'm trying to bring y'all with me. I'm trying to bring y'all with me, you know. See, John agrees. He's like, yes, same, exactly, what, you know, like, let's lift each other up. Let's be positive together. We can do this. So I know it's Monday. I know it's the beginning of a new week. Some people are working from home. Some people get to go back to work. Some people are like, I have no idea when they're going back to work. But either way, it's Monday. It's a new week, you guys. It's a new morning, okay? So like I always tell you guys, set the tone. Set the tone, okay? Set the tone for your morning, sets it for the day for the week for the month for the year. Set the tone. This is a new morning. This is a new day. Be thankful that God let you open up your eyes. Be thankful for that, okay? Be thankful that you have a home. Be thankful that you're here. It's a new day. It's a new week. It's a new start. So if something went wrong over the weekend, or if something went bad last week, no, that's all done and over with. Yesterday was yesterday. Today is today. So start a different leaf. If you want something to change it. Work towards it. Do something. Be positive about it, okay? You will get there. Remember, manage your environment and think first class. That's my quote I'm leaving with you guys, okay? Go first class. Think first class. You will get there. It may take time, and it's okay, and there's going to be hard times, and it's going to be crazy, but you're going to get there. And when you do get there, you're going to look back on everything and be like, holy shit, I did it. That wasn't so bad, was it? You know what I mean? Even if you're 40 or 50 or 80 when you say it, at least you tried for that entire time, okay? So be positive, manage your environment, and just go first class, you know? Be first class like I know you all can be, okay? Love you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful Monday. The sun's out, so go out and go take a walk. Maybe go take a walk and vision what you want out of your life today. Take a moment for yourself, even if you have your kids with you or your dogs or your husband or your wife or whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you're doing. Go for a walk and just be like, you know what, babe? We just gotta be in silence for like 10 minutes. I gotta think for a second. And visualize what you want. This quarantine should wake a lot of people up, man. Do you still want to be working at that job? Or do you want to do something else? Do you still want to be in that relationship? Or do you want to do something else? Do you want to do this, that, or the other for your kids? Or do you want to do something else? Like, think about what you want. And let's make it happen. And we can all do it together. Who cares? You know, like let's get to the top together. So remember, manage your environment. Go first class. That's where I'm ending it. Love you guys. And if you have any ideas for Tutorial Tuesday tomorrow, let me know because I need to think of something to do. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.